Hey everybody, welcome back to Build at Home. I'm your host, Brittany Jones Cooper, coming to you from my home in New York City. Today, I'm super excited to be chatting with Lisa Vidal. But first, I want to remind you guys about the No Kid Hungry campaign. A lot of kids depend on school for meals, and because of coronavirus related cancellations and closings, 539 million school meals have gone unserved. So if you're looking for a way to help these communities, make sure you visit nokidhungry.org. And now I want to welcome Lisa Vidal. Hey, Lisa, how are you?
Hi. Hi, Brittany. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Where are you, and how is your social distancing going?
I am sitting by my window seat at home so that I can have some good light.
You look great.
Um, Thank you. You're very kind. And social distancing is going well. I've been spending a lot of time with my family, which is awesome. Getting a lot of stuff done that I've been ignoring or not having time for. And it's kind of nice to slow down on the busyness. Um, and also just kind of doing a lot of FaceTime with family and friends and,
Mm.
neighbors, checking in and seeing if everybody's good. I offered everyone a roll of toilet paper because we have a lot here. So, yeah, it's going good.
So who are you there with? You mentioned your family.
I'm here. Well, my son, yeah, my daughter's still sleeping. She's a teenager. I'm here with my husband and my handsome son, who's somewhere in my kitchen. My other son is in college in Florida, and he's
Mm.
in a house with his roommates, and they sort of all quarantined together.
It's
So we
nice that
get,
you guys can all be together.
yeah, yeah, it
That's
is.
so nice. And what have
Yeah.
you been doing to sort of keep yourself from going stir crazy?
Cooking and dancing, feeding people,
Yes.
um, doing videos, posting, reading, cleaning, like I said, and reflecting, going for great walks, bicycle
Mm.
rides, watching old videos of my kids and my husband when we were a very young family. And that's been so refreshing and just reminding us all, like who we are, what's important, that beautiful
Mhm.
family time together, and how pertinent and we need to prioritize that, how important that is.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are going to come out on the other end of this with that in mind. It's just the only thing that really matters is family
Yes.
and being together.
Yes.
I know we chatted earlier. You've gotten to be a pro at doing your own makeup though because of all the Zooms and FaceTiming.
Right. And it's what's really fun is like, oh, I forgot that little spot. Oh, wait, this is buff that eye a little more. Yeah. And yeah, no. I've become a master because I have melasma on my skin, which is a overpigmentation of
Mhm.
the skin. It's hormonal, it's hereditary. Thank you, grandma. I appreciate it. Um, and it just kind of it came out in my 40s, and I had to become a real expert at covering it because
Mm.
it's there's no cure. It just can get lighter in the sun, it gets darker. So I've become an expert at covering it. Giorgio Armani Silk Foundation, fabulous,
Oh,
fabulous
I used to
people.
use that. I love
It's
that
the bomb.
foundation.
It
It is
is
so good.
the bomb. And then the little Mac sticks in the glass thing for coverage, they're concealers, amazing. I've become a mixologist on
I've been
foundation.
sort of in the same boat. Like I always do my own makeup, but because of my job, I get it done every day. So just doing it every day has been like a reminder. It's like, oh, I haven't put on my own mascara for like 3 months.
Yeah,
It's been
hello.
crazy.
And I colored
Yeah.
my own hair the other day. Yeah, I did my own.
Ooh,
Yes, girl.
good job.
I Yeah, right, not bad. I
Yeah,
sent
it
it to
looks
my
good.
colorist because it wasn't cute. It was like this much growth. I was like, I can't cover this with my powder. It's not cute. So I did a video, and I'm gonna post my video, and I'm gonna post my blowout routine because I blow out my own hair,
Wow.
and yeah.
That
So
is the hardest skill to master. The brush
it's
and
not
the,
easy.
I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
it's
I'm
not
super
easy,
impressed.
but yeah, desperate times call for desperate measures. Gotta learn
Well,
how to juggle it.
I love that you have this beauty routine down because you're out doing press for this new show and you look beautiful. You look amazing.
Thank
And
you.
the show I'm so excited to watch is called The Baker and the Beauty. And
Yes.
from what I gather, it sort of is like a Notting Hill, you know? So can you describe the premise for us?
Yeah. So the Baker and the Beauty is definitely a little Notting Hill, a little Modern Family, a little Jane the Virgin. a little This Is Us.
Mm,
It's just awesome. It's this story about this kid named Daniel Garcia who works in his family's bakery, and he's very tight knit family, and he has a girlfriend for 4 years, and then he finds himself one day falling in love, meeting this amazing, famous celebrity who's a fashion mogul, and her world is like the lights, the money, the fame, and he comes from this super humble family, very tight knit, and he can't help his love for this girl, and they fall in love, and it's the story of how this these two worlds collide, how this
mm,
affects the family, everyone in the family, how this affects Daniel, how this affects her, Noah Hamilton,
mhm.
and so it's comedy, it's romance, it's tears, really great family story, and you just it's really cool because it gets into the heart of who we are at the core, and
Mm.
as people, and how fame can mess with that, and how love kind of conquers, and wins.
That's amazing. And it's based off of a really popular Israeli show, right?
Yes.
So did
Yes.
you go back and watch any of that to sort of pull any inspiration from those characters at all?
You know what? I didn't. I didn't.
No.
I actually watched the series after I got the job, but I already knew who I wanted Mari to be,
Mhm.
how I wanted to play her, and I had not known anything actually of the series when I went in for
Hmm.
the role. But I just knew that, I wanted to play Mari Garcia, very young spirited, and she's a very passionate mom and passionate woman, and still has a very vibrant sex life with her husband, and they're very much in love. And she's very protective, and she's sassy, and she was a showgirl, and she sings, and she just loves life. Um, and yet she's all heart.
Mhm. So she
Yeah,
sings. Does that mean you sing?
I do. I do
Do
sing.
you? So you
Yeah.
sing in the show? Is that something you've done in the past?
Yes.
Like on shows. I know you've done theater, but
I have sang on shows before.
that's awesome.
But so Mari's character was a showgirl at El Tropicana, where her and her husband meet. And the creator just loved the idea of hearing Mari sing. So we're gonna be doing that. And
I
it was
love
a
that.
lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A
I
lot of
love it.
fun.
And the show is based in Miami and it's centered around this Cuban family. So what is just sort of beautiful about showing this family and this story based in Miami?
What's beautiful about showing this family and being based in Miami? First of all, Miami's beautiful, and we actually shot in Puerto Rico, which looks very much like Miami.
Ah.
It's beautiful, it's vibrant, the Latino culture. But what's beautiful about this family is that it's an immigrant family, and it's a normal family. It's a regular family like any other family.
Mhm.
We're working class people, very hardworking people. We live in two cultures where we're very Americanized,
Mhm.
but we are very connected to our Latino culture. And what's beautiful is that it's not about a drug family. It's not violent. We're not cartel people. Nobody's a prostitute. Um, it just breaks all those stereotypes. And what you end up with is just a loving family dealing with regular life issues, with kids and
Mhm.
fighting, and different situations that any family would encounter, whether they're Italian,
Mhm.
Jewish, it doesn't matter. And that's why you fall in love with the family and the love story, and there's actually more than one love story in it. It's pretty cool. And our creator Dean Jorgaris always says, "I have three beauties and three bakers."
Oh.
So we definitely play with all of that, and I'm excited because it's going to show a Latino family in a very different light than what the American
Mhm.
public is used to seeing, and different light than Latinos are used to seeing themselves as,
I love it.
on screen. Yeah.
And it's an hour-long show, right? So it's
Yes.
a drama, but it's a comedy, right? So
Yeah.
I love this format where we have these dramedies, and you get, like you said, you get to explore more characters and go deeper into those narratives. Just the format seems
Yeah.
really awesome.
It is. It's awesome. You'll be laughing your head off and crying in the same episode. I mean, it's like that. Yeah, it's like that. It's a dramedy, romantic comedy. Like, that's why I mentioned all those different shows, because it just has little sprinkles of all of it.
Yeah. And I read an interview with the creator, and I love what he said. He's like, this is just pure fun. We just want to bring joy to the TV. And
Yeah,
I think right now, so many people are just turning to the TV to find some sort of escape and to find some
yeah,
relief, And I love that he said
yeah.
that, like he had the viewer in mind when he came up with this show and how to write it.
He did. He did. And the beautiful thing was that we had such a great um, example with the Israeli series, and Ozzy, who created that. Just he really captured the family, and I feel like Dean Jorgaris captured the Latino family.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a beautiful thing because you can watch it with the entire family, and it is this show is just pure fun. And my daughter, who's also an actress now, she's been doing some stuff on ABC. She has a recurring role on Schooled and a recurring role on
Awesome.
my sister Christina Vidal's new show for ABC called United We Fall. And she's just so excited, to watch it with all of us, because usually it's like, oh, I'm going to watch this, or my husband's going to watch that. And this is a family show, that, getting back to the good old days of, you can sit down with the whole family
Mm-hmm.
and watch it, and it's really enjoyable.
And what better time where, as you mentioned, you're there with your family. There's so many people who are social distancing with their families and
Right.
looking for something they can all do together. And I just
Yeah.
love that there are shows like this that, can kind of speak to everyone. Um,
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
so
It's made me very aware, by the way, of how many violent things are on television. Like, I just scroll, I'm like, oh God, I don't want to feed my brain with this. Like,
I
I
know,
need I need uplifting. I need to laugh. I need
I
joy.
know, I
And
know.
the
Some
dating
I've
game
been,
TV does that.
watching a lot of stuff, and some of these dramas, you're just like, okay, I need something. I need a palate cleanser.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see the show. Guys, if you're out there looking for something to view, The Baker and the Beauty premieres on April 13th on ABC. So make sure you guys check it out. And Lisa, thank you for joining us. Stay
Thank
inside,
you.
stay safe.
Thank you, Brittany. Thank you so much. And thank you for taking the time to interview me. I really do appreciate it.
Of course, of
And
course. And
thank
we'll
you,
see you next
Julio.
time.
Julio. All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.